Now then, if you live in the South and you go in a restaurant, they're going to carry two pitchers around and they're going to offer you, they're going to say, do you want tea or do you want sweet tea? Well, you know, any self-respecting Southerner is going to want sweet tea. And I don't even know why they'd offer you anything else really, but no, not everybody likes sweet tea, that's alright. But the thing is, there's a big difference between sweet tea and regular tea, because up here in this Yankee state, they don't know nothing about sweet tea. So what they're going to do is, you're going to tell them you want sweet tea, they'll say, well, put sugar in it. Well, you know that sugar won't dissolve. You can stir and stir and stir and stir, it won't dissolve. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to show you how to make perfect Southern sweet tea. So what I got here is about 4 cups of water in this pot. This is my tea making pot, so it's developing a little bit of a tea stain around the edge there at the water line, and I'm okay with that. I don't mind having a little tea stain in my tea pot. But what we're going to do is go ahead and boil that water up. Now you can't watch it. You can't. You got to go ahead and do something else, because if you watch it, it won't boil, see? So y'all just go on and work on your rat rods or whatever you're doing, and when it's boiling or getting ready to boil, I'll come get you. Alright. Okay, y'all, get on back in here and look at this. I want to show you something here. See, this pot here is commencing to boil, and that's good enough. You know, that's good enough because it's hot enough to dissolve your sugar real good. Now, you can go ahead and convince yourself that you can stir sugar into a cold glass of tea and that it'll dissolve, and yeah, some of it will, but I guarantee you that the flavor will not be the same as it is if you dissolve that sugar first. So I'm going to put in here now 1 cup, exactly 1 cup, exactly 1 cup, no more no less, because if you put any less in there, it just won't quite be sweet enough. I got a little stuck in the bottom there. Just watch that cup, it was a little damp. There we go. Alright, if you put any less in there, it just won't quite be Southern sweet tea. If you put any more in there, it'll be kind of, you know, just a little too sweet and have kind of a syrupy taste, and you don't want that. So what I'm going to go ahead and went and did now is just go ahead and stir that up and make sure that sugar is really dissolved, because that's kind of the key to this whole operation. And I know you want to get it just right, so I'm going to try and show you just right. Now, the next thing you need to do is you get you some Louisiana iced tea, Louisiana tea bags. Now, up here in this Yankee state where I live, you can't go to the store and buy this, so I have to order it off the old interweb, and I order about 3 boxes at a time. You see them over there in my bread box. I've got them stacked up in there, and so that will kind of get me through the summer. And what these are these family size, these big ones. And I'm going to put you down here, set you down, and go ahead and get you on the old tripod here. Alright, now I'm going to take these, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 3 of these tea bags. Like I said, where y'all live, you might be able to just go buy these. Now you don't have to use Louisiana tea. It's what I prefer. You can use or some other inferior brand, I don't know, but this is what I believe makes the very best sweet Southern tea, is tea that's made in the South. So I'll let you look here. All I did was I just laid that spoon in there on them bags to keep them submerged in the water, so that we get all the good tea flavor out of there. And I'm going to let that steep now for about 30 minutes, just about 25-30 minutes, yeah, something like that. So y'all can go on going back to doing what you just doing, you know. Go ahead and go back to catching June bugs or running over tumble bugs with your bicycle or on the dirt road there, whatever you're doing. And I'll come holler at you. I'll come to the back door and holler when I need you to look at the rest of this. Okay, y'all, get on back in here now. Here's what's going to happen next. I'm going to turn this camera here over this direction and set this pot over here, so maybe you can see it. And let me see if I'm in frame there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dip these tea bags out of there. Now I'm not going to squeeze them up against the side and get all that out of there, because that'll be just a little bit too strong and a little too much. So all I'm going to do is just dip them out of there and dispose of them. And the next thing I want you to do is don't you put that in a plastic pitcher. Now I mean it. Don't make me come back there. What you want to do is get you a 1 gallon size glass moonshine jar. And there's a little water there. I just washed that. When I wash it out, every time I use it, when I empty it, I throw a sponge in there and take my spoon and swab it down good on the side, you know, and wash it out. Because you might not have to every time, but this makes me feel good about myself. So that's what I do. And I'm going to go ahead and just pour this off in there. Oh yeah, this is the magic elixir right here. This will fix you right up. You take a swig of that, and you'll want to climb up on the porch and tell your mama, "Oh, mama, I'm sorry." And then what I'm going to do is go ahead and just top that off with, well, I'm going to top it off. I'm going to put enough in there to make about 1 gallon. I'm going to kind of stir that around as I fill it, just to make sure that it all gets mixed up real good, and so that we have a good mixed batch of sweet tea when we're all done here. And that's just about up there to about the 1 gallon point there where that glass starts to curve up. Now, pardon me just 1 second while I grab a glass and throw a little bit of ice in there. A couple of ice cubes, and there's one more thing I'm going to show you about that. If you will take and put just you a little dab of, not very much, I don't know, half teaspoon or so, or you know, whatever, of baking soda, and put that in there. Stir that up. I almost forgot that. And sometimes I do it. It don't really matter. You can or you cannot. It don't matter. But what that's going to do is, that is going to keep it from, here, let's not be looking over there at the sink. Let's bring it over here. So we're at least looking at the countertop, not that old sink. Put a little bit of that baking soda in there. And that's going to keep your tea from getting cloudy. It'll keep it nice and clear and pretty. So as when your cousins come over, y'all can invite them in on the porch and pour you up a glass of tea. Sit down and jaw a spell. Look at that beautiful amber color. That is a perfect glass of southern sweet tea.